beat you.
Yep.
No matter what. It's like you both press a button at the same time. Somehow the heavy is the one that wins.
Can we also talk about how, did they give Kuma electric?
They did give Kuma electric.
It's Heihachi's favorite son.
Yeah, he
Clearly.
really, yeah, it's like,
Clearly.
he is they should have just named him Better Kazuya, because that's what I know Heihachi was thinking when he raised Kuma.
That's my boy.
It's like that's
actually my boy.
Look, Kazuya, it's Better Kazuya. He just does what you do, but better.
Exactly, the favored son, 100%. All right, so now no Kazuya on screen right now as we have
Italian Kazuya.
Exactly. This is what it looks like.
It's just literally Italian Kazuya. He's like, okay, I have a 0 to death. I'm not as fun to play, I imagine, but I mean, hey, you know what, Luigi mains, they got their sauce.
They have several 0 to deaths. Like, I really think that watching a lot of the Luigi players these days, like Guy doesn't really kill you off of grabs nearly as much as it is like one up air or one up tilt or one neutral air.
Right. A lot of people know how to get out of like the Luigi 0 to death, so they've had to diversify. They've had to get a lot of different custom combos and get a lot of stray hits that do link well enough into each other, because a lot of people are like, oh, I get hit by once by Luigi, I can get out of this. No, actually you can't.
Yeah.
You might have to take a couple more hits before you're able to get yourself out of that advantage.
But we're kind of seeing exactly what the problem is that... Oh, okay. Hold on a minute.
You ran up, and what did you
minute.
think was going to happen? You thought that Unlucky doesn't have a great burst option in Snake?
Or an up tilt? Like, everybody knows that Snake up tilt exists. All right. Speaking about these options, these burst options.
That's just nonsense.
Luigi parry into up B has been a thing for a minute and a half. You got to give him that one.
It has, but I mean, that's why Unlucky has got to be very careful. They can't get that close with these like landing hits. So they can't get anywhere where a parry is going to get Luigi in range to get that up B as effectively and reliably as he is.
I can definitely see that for sure, Nerf. But here's the problem now, is what does Luigi do about these explosives? This is a puzzle that we're watching in real time.
While you're punching the grenade, I mean, I don't know if there's a way out of this one. You just try to use the floatiness of Luigi to your advantage, perhaps?
I mean, you could go ahead and try to like land on Snake's shield with something like a well-placed neutral air or forward air, but really the problem in those spots is that if you're jumping as Luigi, you put yourself in such awkward spots, and we're kind of seeing what Snake can do in these spots, committing to the Nikita in that position, trying to snipe out the Luigi stock, because this character off stage, vulnerable.
Yeah, definitely. With no shortage of damage here. I mean, it feels like K24 just needs to figure out how to like do more than just like the one hit, and it's so hard to do for a character against like a character like Snake. Like he has just the innate disengage no matter what.
Agreed. Yeah, that frame one option definitely making this very difficult, and so far Unlucky. Like they are kind of cooking a wee bit here. They
are definitely doing a lot of good work here. It's like the perfect C4 placements, stealthily doing what you can to try to bait any of these approaches into the grenade or any explosion range thereof. I mean, we're still seeing some of like the hands being thrown as well as the grenades. Unlucky's covering all of their bases.
There.
Yeah,
that is so difficult to get around. Luigi offstage is just such a disappointment. This character went from being an absolute terror offstage that could recover from anything to a character where you hit him once offstage after he's got the double jump taken away, dead instantly.
Of course, yeah. He's effectively like got little Mac recovery. It's just like okay, I take the jump, he doesn't do anything. He cannot get back, especially if he's at like the wrong angle, and send him a little bit too low off to the side, and even the right amount of side Bs aren't going to get you back in time to up B back to ledge.
Yeah, you just got to pray for it. You got to pray for getting the misfire. You got to pray that Sakurai favors you and will allow you to play your stock.
And it's tough here on PS2 because if you do get the misfire, sometimes you get sent so far below the stage that even if you get stuck in the bottom of the stage, you have to drift back out in order to up B in time, and that's crazy.
Also, I'm kind of curious as to why we're going the stage against Snake. Like, this is the broadest stage in the game, and you're playing against a camper. Why do you not want to be close up?
Yeah, no, I think that this stage was really, really effective for Unlucky in this last one. So, I don't know. I feel like you need less space right now. I think you got to take it to like Smashville or maybe a small battlefield or something like that.
Tries to get the turn around up air, which is definitely the move. That combos into so much, including back air, and in that spot it may very well kill.
Right, and you want to get like that hitbox where it starts earlier on the side that they're on.
You know what we haven't seen also, now that I think about it? We haven't seen K24 do Tornado whatsoever. Like, even once in these spots, just use it to land.
That is a really nice way because it has like the iframes on startup. Like, you just gotta throw it out. I mean, it's a mix-up at this point. You know that you have it. why not utilize that part of the tool?
And
But I mean, yeah, you're right.
And when you're in the corner too, you can fade off stage so that you get your double jump back.
Right.
So you can double jump onto stage, use the tornado, fade off of stage, and then you can just double jump up B.
That's true.
It's almost riskless.
Oh, here we go. Beginning as a finisher, and that's going to be maybe keep it okay. That's fine. We get the stock off of it, only 60%, so still looking pretty okay. I mean, Unlucky just still has the pressure tool, still has like the outlast ability that Snake has.
Yeah, Luigi players also tend to like to zone you a little bit with things. Oh no, he's not going to be able to get that. That grenade messed that up so hard.
Right, but the air dodge, I mean, I thought maybe there was a chance to pick something back up.
I almost picked that grenade back up there with the dash attack instead.
True. All right, platform camping is working, but the fireballs I feel like are not getting K24 like the distance they need.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about it a little earlier that Luigi's like to zone with things like Fireball and then that Zair, but in this matchup it just feels like neither one of those are really working out too well.
Right.
Like we'll see the occasional Zair and a dash attack, but the catch with the NATO though, very nice from K24, recognizing that Unlucky trying to go high, and it doesn't matter if you pull out that grenade. I got that inbone one startup.
I guess so. I mean, that's what we were talking about. That's what we wanted to see, and now this is going to be tough because it's like you've got that, okay. Get the shield out, the shield out in time, very close to doing it, but I mean, even then, the frame one grenade, you've got to be stellar on that timing if you're Luigi. You don't want to give Snake the out.
It's also the little bit of rage might have messed it up so that you're able to DI down a little bit. Oh, just do it to him though?
Raw up B. Did not expect that at all, neither did
No.
Unlucky, and that's going to be the game for K24. A very nice two-stock that I didn't expect.
No, it looked like K24 was really in a bit of trouble there because Unlucky, they were doing such a good job zoning Luigi out, and then all of a sudden just like, well, I got the one catch at 80, and then I just upbeat you at 70.
Right.
Simple.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about Snake having the ability to outlast a character, but not if he gets killed so early by those upbeats.
So we'll have to see if Unlucky looking a little bit lost in the matchup there, or if that was merely an aberration, and K24 is going to be back on the back foot in starting game 3.
It's tough, because it's like, I don't know. I mean, at that point, I feel like Unlucky was playing well enough, just got kind of Luigi. It's like, okay, you got caught by one too many of those setups, and even if they weren't like true 0 to deaths, they got K24 like the setups that he needed to, like, again, reset, get more damage, and at least allows you to kind of keep up with Snake.
Can't get the 2-frame there with the down tilt, so Snake sending him a high and not actually able to get a landing punish.
Ooh, close to getting the beat, but the wrong hitbox, so still going to have to reset again. Looking for the high recovery, very smart by Unlucky, and Luigi can't get up there.
These full hops from Luigi are really interesting too. Typically, you like to see Luigi stay a little bit grounded or short hop at the most.
Yeah.
But this one, like, K24 definitely playing a bit more aerially oriented.
Yeah, his full hop height is huge, so it's like, it's kind of like, you know, you have the ability to keep your mix-ups options. So like okay, I can kind of float down like different ways, different angles, and also mix up your fast full timings.
Definitely Falco-esque.
Yeah, for sure.
So now Unlucky keeping the camp game going. Like, this is exactly what you want to do if you're Snake. Like, well, that wasn't
Not
exactly
bad,
what you want to do.
Don't
Yeah.
get hit by your own grenade.
Yeah, can't use it out of your own supply right there. You want to go ahead and donate these devices to this Luigi.
Oh, okay, almost getting that dash attack conversion, but good coverage here with the backer on the platform. Looks like we've got a lot more work to do for Unlucky. They're still waiting for something like one of these explosions to work out in their favor.
I swear to God, all I want to see is Luigi like run forward, crouch under these grenades, and get a punish. Because he's one of the few characters that has a good crawl.
He can.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I used to see, what was it, like Jalem, and then who was the Plot? Jalem and Plot used to do that in the matchup, where
Okay.
both of them would like try to crouch through under the projectiles.
Now that was actually a sick bait. Forced the roll in and knew exactly where K24 was going to be. So good stuff from Unlucky. That means they're going to be able to take the first stock, and all this rage is now for theirs to use on the second stock.
I mean, geez, up tilt might kill in another 10% or so.
Yeah.
Sticking directly underneath that C4 as well. Okay, yeah, just do it. Eventually, you're just going to have to rely on those invulnerable hitboxes and just say, listen, I'm done with the explosives. I'm done with this game plan. I just need you to go.
Yeah,
please.
you need to brute force that option more than anything else. All right, but we're back to square one.
I don't like this fireball game plan nerf. It feels like it's accomplishing so little compared to what the grenades are doing.
There were a couple things where it was like at the right angle. If you guess right, you can send the grenade back, but that does not really do too much. And when you send yourself off stage like that, then that's pretty much going to be your fate. You kind of gave up stage control for nothing.
Grab him. Actually, yes, there we go.
Oh, yeah, a little bit delayed, but we got it. And not going to get that. Good air dodge in from Unlucky.
And good tech, too, from Unlucky in those spots. Like, you cannot be complacent at mid-percent with Luigi, because if he gets that, if he drops to 0 to death and he gets you in a tech situation, you can just kill it with an up B anyway.
Right. And you got to be careful how you're landing here, because you don't want to get caught by Snake up tilt. Run up. I don't know. The run up and shield, like, I don't know. I don't know what K24 is, like, looking for here.
This is shades of Smash 4 for sure. Back air definitely not going to kill him quite yet. And allows Snake to recover high. The grenade perhaps landing an assist, but K24 unable to capitalize. Good recovery from Unlucky. The dash attack off of the parry. And the jump scare C4. That'll do. 2-stock victory.
Okay, that's crazy. I can't believe it. Like, all of that work, and I was like, look at this, you were so close, and then you get killed by the C4 that you forgot was there. Unlucky sets up all of the future plans super well, and never lets one of those opportunities go unnoticed.
Real talk, the C4 is like such a trolly projectile, because when you put it down, it's flashing red for a second, and then eventually it stops, and you forget about it. You tend to forget about it, and it lulls you into that false insecurity. Plus, if you have a character standing on it, it gets really hard to see. Like just those Luigi cartoon shoes that he's got actually blocking the vision of C4, perhaps.
That's true, and like the gray of the ledge, you know, plus like the dark spots on there. It's like it's easy to blend in when you put it right on that like line. But either way, we've still got more work to do. We got close enough to potentially win the game.
We are platform camping nerf.
Yeah, this is just the name of the game. I don't think we're going to see a huge significant switch of the game plan.
It's really like you stick on the platform until you're at like 40, because now it's a lot harder for Luigi to 0 to death you. Yep. So, I mean, I like that game plan from Unlucky. It's just good recognition of the fact that if he grabs me at 0, I'm dead. If he grabs me at 50, I'm probably fine.
Right, and we're back on PS2, which I think is insanity. But we get that spot dodge called out very nicely, and that's what I was going to say earlier.
Tomahawks.
I think that actually, you know, if we are going to rely on some of these setups into up B, I think what the option now at this point in this game 4 is you've got to force the techs on platform. You got to force those tech outs and like read the option and try to get them to miss attack or try to tech too late.
Yeah, it definitely is one of the biggest strengths in Luigi's toolkit. He can force you into really awkward situations where no matter what you do, he has the ability to respond if the reaction times are on point. Point blank range Nikita, by the way.
Didn't expect that.
Exactly.
Okay, looking for the up tilt, trying to get the anti-air, but it looks like Luigi with these grabs, I mean, you're putting the pressure on, but you're whiffing too many of them, and it just allows Unlucky to put more distance between themselves and Luigi.
Also the quad forward air to just get rid of that Nikita, but this is easy death. Yep. Down throw into the up tilt, the old tried and true guaranteed post 160.
You know what? All right, but still, you know, if you're living that long, I mean, they have to rely on it. That does say something good about how patient you're playing.
Stop
and now
it.
we're taking the early stock again. That was at 69% when he got the hit, so it feels like Unlucky. They just need to play a little bit safer on these platforms.
Yeah, it feels like 2 or 3 times in a row we've seen Unlucky try to spot dodge, predicting the grab after the, basically you're predicting a tomahawk. Yep. You're predicting an empty short hop or hop onto the platform and then get the grab for a 0 to death. And because you're actually so locked in, focusing on that Luigi grab, well, it sets up for the upbeat.
Okay, not sure if we were going to get a cross up there or not, as the dash attack doesn't necessarily pass the shield. But we've got this Nikita to take the stock, and it's now final stock for both players here. Is this going to be the finisher?
No,
the grenade to kind of like set that up for failure.
Yeah, definitely one of those spots where no matter what happens, that's either going to go ahead and extend the hitbox and animation of one of those aerials, or it is going to blow up on Luigi and deal a ton of damage. So now Snake has the ability to go ahead and get this defensive game plan going. But look at that, jumping directly off of the platform. Unlucky knows.
Unlucky definitely knows, trying to force K24 into getting close enough for the C4 to work its magic. But as we do get enough pressure to force Unlucky to get blown up by their own grenades, this is K24's time to make a difference.
Now the grenade barrage is now just run up shield shades.
Where's the up B? That's where I expect the up B to happen.
True. Just run all the way across.
Okay.
No, we're fine. Good DI on that side.
Fine is a state of mind. But I mean, I don't know. It's subjective enough. I feel like we're getting close to the danger zone, and that's crazy because they both could have just gone for that right there.
I thought there was going to be an up B right there on the dash attack out of shield, but not needed. Instead, we get the down throw, we get the up B, and we have a game 5 nerf.
Okay, that's sick. I mean, I didn't know you actually had
That much time?
that much time. But I mean, with the full hop, it makes sense. So you got the distance, but I didn't think you were going to be able to make up that distance in time to get that up B.
Yeah, Luigi, you don't typically think of this character as being particularly mobile, but then all of a sudden he got them hops.
Right,
So he tosses you down, he goes ahead and gets that Jordan-esque height.
I guess so. I mean, he really pulls out the full hop at the right time. I usually would expect Unlucky to be very quick with like the air dodges in that situation if they are available to them.
So a lot of snakes are conditioned not to air dodge because they have two options that are quicker than it.
Well,
Both
yeah,
their grenade pull
yeah.
and their back air.
The
Both of them are
grenade
quicker.
pull, I guess so. But I mean, even then, if I'm trying to avoid an up B, I don't know if grenade pull is what I'm looking for.
True. It really does depend on how you're facing.
Okay, and we're fishing for a parry on these fireballs, it looks like, from Unlucky. They're trying to just like flash shield right as the fireball comes within range.
And was that also just trying to fish for a parry right there on the Luigi side?
They're both trying to do it, yeah.
Just trying to be able to go ahead and get a little bit of an extra invuln to walk forward. See?
Yeah.
Sticky?
Yeah. Especially since we have like the shield getting whittled down a lot more on K24's side. You can see like they're having to hold shield for a lot longer just because the relentless barrage of grenades and other projectiles from Unlucky. So it's starting to make pokes a lot more likely.
Speaking of pokes at this distance, like max range here, Luigi is still committing to the fireball game, trying to get a poke, a little bit of damage to start something up, but only 15%. So far, Unlucky's defense, ironclad.
Tried to get the grab, and now we actually get it. But look at that, how quickly you can get out. The escape options are so there for Unlucky.
This is so miserable for a Luigi player. It's like you have to go through a literal World War I war zone, trench warfare on PS2 all of a sudden.
It's true. I mean, it feels like this is nothing but a war of attrition, but I mean, the only one losing ground here is K24.
Yeah, at 175%, we know that just when do grenades start killing there? Maybe 200 or so, 210? Now, apparently.
Now, it's like clearly right there. But the air dodge back to ledge, give yourself as much distance and some iframes to avoid the Luigi off the Angel platform option.
Just do it.
Really
I love it.
I mean,
you
got to respect it, hoping that Unlucky was going to get crazy and drop shield.
That's one of those where you just say, look, turn to your opponent afterward and say, please.
Yeah.
Please drop shield.
Can I have one? Can I have one?
I just need one. But right now, Unlucky giving up absolutely nothing. Luigi has to earn these neutral interactions, and so far, this is a cheater character. He ain't earned a damn thing his whole life.
They don't know how to do that.
What is neutral? I know grab.
It's like, I have fundies. Like, yeah, okay. You forget
fundies are how you get grabs, right?
What do you think this is? This is like me playing Luigi. I'm sorry. Fundies don't exist. All right, but either way, I mean, it's a full stock lead for Unlucky, and even then when you get like caught up in the startup of the dash attack, you still manage to break out, take center stage, up tilt your way to victory.
Unlucky is absolutely locked in, understands how this matchup should go. Like, this is one of those where anytime you start to see Luigi start fishing this hard, you know the man is just kind of filleting.
Let them make their own grave. That's like the kind of game plan that Unlucky just needs to hold on tight to right now.
Back air not quite going to kill. Send a high recovery yet again, but just go ledge. There hasn't really been a lot of ledge pressure here. K24 has not shown the ability to pin Unlucky to the corner. So Unlucky has the ability to get these projectiles going again, but goes for a little aggressive there with that forward tilt instead.
The only thing I can say is like working in K24's favor right now is that Unlucky is getting in these like close range situations and then hesitating just a little bit. I think if K24 is able to press the advantage a little bit more and take a little bit more of those like shot caller risks, I think you might be able to have something to work with. And there we go. We break the cipher, and that's going to send Snake falling to his doom.
That is so miserable.
Stick.
Oh, we got the stick. Yeah, that's it. Back throw. There we go.
And like literally, and that's why we have to like run straight to ledge and grab it in order to like avoid stuff like that. Because like we know that they're gonna get one free shot, and they're gonna run up. You shielding in the corner